in the blue. She is topping her group from SciStore Gaming. Give it up for Nina.
And in the top left corner, not mathematically eliminated just yet, but sitting at 0-4, really has to bring it back if he wants to get some serious here. From Canada, it is Maplez.
Oh no, Vitamin. I took the time between our two groups today to work out a little bit, and on my task flow, you know, to play music, to do whatever, I have to reach across my keyboard like it's a full arm extension to get onto my fader so I can play music. And I'm like holding it and making it go up and down in time with things, and my arm is starting to shake. I'm like, oh no. Is the music gonna be okay? Is production value gonna work? So, you know.
The weakness just setting in just a little bit there. Is it weakness? Is it just, I don't know, shaking out of excitement maybe?
Yeah, I'll buy that one. Shaking out of excitement indeed. As we get on into this first match of North America. And, you know, to quote Neeb from his fantastic little thing earlier today, you know, the games in general on average may not be quite as high quality as they are in Europe, but they're certainly a whole hell of a lot more fun here. As Nina, she almost gets a probe to start things off, and that is... How do you say unexpected, Vitamin, in German?
Unexpected? Wait. Now you're putting me on the spot. I forgot my mother tongue. Unexpected. I can't remember right now. I forgot German. I live in English now. I'm sorry. I've been doing North America for 3 days now, and I forgot my mother tongue. It's happened.
No. Sorry to put you on the spot then. Well, it's fine because neither Maplez nor Nina, I believe, none of them speak German, so it's fine. We're not worried about it. Nina's gonna lose the probe. She got so close. She almost got a probe, but instead, first blood to the Canadian Protoss player.
Yeah. Once again, we've seen this in another PvP series of Maplez. He does build a pylon out on the map fairly early on, not necessarily to proxy anything, but just to show his opponent, hey. I'm building a pylon somewhere on the map, and it's not in my main base. There could be a proxy. If you want to find out for sure, you're gonna have to go out on the map and look for that to make sure that there isn't a proxy. He's going to probably lose it eventually somewhere in the mid game, and it might come in a bit expensive there at 100 minerals, and if it comes in at a bad time, you're getting supply blocked as well. But at the start of the game, I kind of like this. It's just playing off this image of an underdog that needs to make something happen. And oh no, Nina's actually proxying right next to the pylon of Maplez up there. That is okay, PvP, North America. Here we are. Here we have arrived.
Yeah, that. We have, of course, the hallucinated Oracle. It's going to find its way on in the main base. And Nina's like, okay, wait a minute here. This is not real. Nothing's happening here. And Nina, by the way, she did scout that pylon, so she is going to send a couple Stalkers up north to deal with that. And Maplez, honestly, by showing the fact that there is an Oracle here, or that this is a fake Oracle, is telling Nina that there is no Stargate. So by presenting something and wanting her to freak out about it, he's actually giving her more scouting information than she might otherwise get. Because, you know, eventually, yeah, she's going to get some hallucinations on in the main base, but maybe not all that quickly. As now Maplez, he's going to try to intercept these Stalkers, but will be unsuccessful as the Stalkers do escape. They've committed grand larceny. A pylon is now dead. And that's about that. But yeah, you talk about those pylons on the map. I like to talk about them as Schrodinger's pylons, much like Schrodinger's cat. You don't know what this is going to do, what's going to happen to them until you scout it one way or the other. But I mean, look at this Maplez. He's, never mind, those Stalkers are going home. I was going to say Maplez, he's getting rather aggressive here on the map, but it's just 2 adepts. And maybe they're going to be, they're going to be able to deny this third base, I think.
Oh yeah, the 2 adepts getting in there, snipe the probe. Yep, sniping the probe. So Nina was building up those 400 minerals to throw down that Nexus. The Shade is not going to complete into the main. Too many units there. But yeah, because Nina couldn't throw down that Nexus, she instead invested in a Wall Prism. So she's only on 2 gates, so I'm not expecting her to go for anything super aggressive here. It's just that she had those 400 spare minerals and needs to spend them somewhere else because it takes some time for the probe to get there again and put down the nexus now. But yeah, at least she has the warp prism now that she can make something happen with.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm almost thinking here that Nina is more like faking the third base. Just like, oh yes, absolutely, Maples. Oh, she's been baited out here. The Adepts are gonna find their way on into the natural, and that's gonna be 2 or 3 workers going down. Not as impactful as it was, 6 minutes ago. But hey, here's the big thing. It forced out a bunch of force fields, and it's not gonna get those sentries. But certainly it's gonna put them low on health just a little bit. So 2 force fields, 2 workers, some damage on the sentries. That is absolutely worthwhile there for Nina. But Nina, she says, I don't need a shade across the map. Have you not heard? We're Protoss players. We teleport. And there we go. She's going to find her way on in. 4 probes go down, and the Warp Prism is in range, so she's going to have to get that one out of there. But still, more damage. The Warp Prism is going to continue to represent threat on this map for quite a while now. And I'm still kind of curious to find out what in the world Nina's doing with this pylon on the north side, because she hasn't done anything with it yet.
It's just sitting. It's not really spotting for anything. It's just there. It exists. It's 10 supply sitting in the top right corner that it's providing. I don't think she has any major plans with it. It was just it's just there. But by putting it there, she did find that pylon from Maplez and was able to take that out. So yeah, maybe a bit of lucky fortune, but in the grand scheme of things, it is only a pylon, and there are bigger things happening in this matchup right now. We see Nina going up to that Robo Bay, adding a second robotics facility as well. So she wants to swap on over into those disruptors, whereas Maplez, on the other hand of the map, is prioritizing that charge. I don't think Nina has gotten it. Nope. So hasn't really decided on any further tech yet, but yeah, Nina getting a good head start on those disruptors that she's very good at is going to be nice for her leading into the later stages of this game.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're in my least favorite part of PV or a PvP, where both players realize that they can't really kill each other. So there's not a whole lot of point in trying to do too much, because realistically, with shield batteries, with the way Romanticide is in particular, you're just going to kill yourself by trying to go attack on in on the other side of the map. So, yeah, I mean, Nina, Maplez, they're just going to sit here. They're going to establish their economy, establish their tech. As you said, Nina going to Blinkstalker Disruptor. Maplez going for a more ground pounding army. Blinkstalker Charge Lot. Probably get some Archons later on, as he does have that +2. But, the benefit of not really committing to the tech as heavily is he does have a little bit more money to spare. So his 4th base is going to be a good deal faster. And this is interesting. I kind of thought we were just going to see him go and go for Charge Lot Archon. I mean, he did get charged a lot faster, but no, he's got a Robo Bay going down, second Robo Facility, or he's got a Robo Facility going down, second Robo going down as well. So he's going to go into double Disruptor as well, but it's a lot later. So Nina's always going to have, or not always, but for a while, she's going to have that Disruptor lead, which is going to make it a little bit difficult here for Maplez to try to affect a defense of this earlier 4th base.
Yeah, the earlier disruptors here are going to be huge. Nina already has disruptors available in this fight here. She probably wants to wait until +2 finishes up if she even remotely commits to this. But oh yeah, I don't think Maplez can move out here and engage into this. There are 3 disruptors in total. 2 of them haven't fired yet. One of them, yeah, it's Nina actually, she's brute forcing herself into this position just a little bit. And now, there was no blink available. Center mass disruptor shot hitting on a ton of stalkers, and that is just a 50 supply swing in the matter of seconds there. 4th base goes down, more damage being dealt from a Warp Prism in the main base, and that that went bad for Maplez so quick. That was okay. We're both sitting at the same supplies, we roughly have the same amount of units and everything, and then boom, the disruptor hits, the Warp in the main hits, game over.
Yeah, that was fast. Disruptors, they're powerful units. The crazy thing is that disruptor shot actually kind of ended the game. The reason I say that is, I mean, you remember Battleby earlier today, where Battleby ate, 40 supply worth of disruptor shots and ended up winning that game. So
that was Akron.
Was that Akron?
Yeah, Akron was that. And
okay.
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking Battleby. Anyways, it didn't end the game. So, shows how much I know. I can't even remember get players' names right. Of course, thank you for joining me here, Kozan. Glad you're here.
Oh, come on.
I got Steadfast next to me. He's got the hoodie on.
I've got the hoodie on. It's the wrong color. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is the best I could come up with.
Hey, you know, it's better than what I got. I'm just wearing one of my Quidditch jerseys, so like, you know.
That's cool though. I didn't even recognize that on the camera. I never paid that close attention. That's very cool.
You heard it here first, folks. My co-caster doesn't pay attention to me at all. I'm sitting here, I'm running production, you know, I'm doing all this stuff. And Vitamin's like, I don't care about him. I just care about the players. He's
That is
kind of
not
ugly,
what I
know.
said. That is not what I said. You're underselling yourself there. It's just that, you know, I have two monitors, and your camera is sitting on a very small side on the bottom left on my second monitor. It's
okay,
it's
so
not
you're
that
putting
I
me
don't
as
pay
far away
attention.
from possible so you don't have to look at it. Got it. Thank you. Making me feel even better there, Vitamin.
I mean, I'm not getting out of this hole, and at this point, I'm not even going to attempt it anymore.
No, okay, then let's just dive into a different hole. That is game number 2 here. Let's do that. Vitamin, take it away.
In the top right corner, he is down 1 game, but he has the license to kill. That's the team that he's playing for. To come back in this game from Canada, the Red Protoss. It is Maplez.
And in the bottom left here, in the blue, she's topping her group. She's up 1-0 in this series. Put your hands together for Psystorm's very own Nina.
Yeah, Oxide. I would love to have that map in the map pool not being weeded out in the PvP, because it does mean that we're a lot more likely to see these low ground 1-gate expands. So shaking it up a little bit, and both players here going for that one. So gonna have to see how it plays out for them. Maplez is interestingly enough taking both gases here fairly early on. He did that in the last game as well, but I think that's just a bit of a more stylistic choice to do it that way. It's not like he's immediately mining from them. He's just rallying his boys, his probie boys, into the gas one by one. So yeah, just a preference thing here in the early game.
Well, you say that, but we had the gas block at the very least in the main base. So there is that. Maple's trying to prevent any sort of tech coming down from Nina, but Nina, yeah, she's just staying on a single gas for much longer here. And there we go. Maple's, I'm like, you're talking about double gas here. He's absolutely doing something cheeky with this one. You block the gas, you get double gas of your own. You're going to do something with that gas differential. You're going to do your level best to make it work. So I think this is probably going to be a Stargate here. There we go. Stargate coming on down.
Man, you have the spidey senses. They're tingling. Absolutely the correct call here. And then immediately a shield battery coming out of there as well. And Nina, is she gonna scout it? Is the stalker going to see it? It's not seeing it so far, I don't believe. No, completely hidden. The Zealot goes for another scouting mission, but it doesn't expect the proxy to be that close. And man, if this goes completely unscouted and the Void Rays come out there right in range of the shield battery, like usually you have to build a few more pylons closer and a few shield batteries closer. Now Nina sees it, but this is it's a bit of a late scout. The units from Maplez are across the map to defend this now, and oh, Nina has to bring it on. She takes out the shield battery, which is super important. And where did the units from Maplez go? Did they just abandon this? If this Void Ray doesn't get out, it's so good for Nina. She didn't see it super early, but she saw it still in time to get the pylon to cancel the Void Ray from building, and that is huge. Nina just wins the game here. Maplez considers this